Happy Travel Talk Tuesday.
It's Tuesday again. These weeks go by so fast.
I know, it should be Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, it should. Like, it should always be Taco Tuesday.
I actually had tacos today, not realizing it was Taco Tuesday. I had a taco.
Where my taco?
It was at work. It was on one of the things we get at work. You know, one of those things you can order at work. Because I didn't pack a lunch. I mean, I just brought a snack today, so I had to get me some food. I only bought one taco. One taco was $5. So I'm like, oh no.
Oh, wow.
It was not worth $5.
No.
Living
I'm not
large.
going to pay $5 for one taco.
For a taco.
No, that's not cute.
It wasn't cute, and it wasn't that good. I mean, it was just
Dang, how do you make an I taco? How do you not make a good taco?
I don't know, but it wasn't that good.
Geesh. Well,
you were at home. I had to go into the office.
I had a lot to do today. I had a lot going on, but I got it done. So super excited for tonight. We actually get a client's point of view. This is what we've been waiting for.
This is a unique show for us. I think it's the first time we've actually had a client on.
Exactly. Like, this is exactly what we've been waiting for. We've never got to have a client actually tell their point of view. So I'm excited. I'm super excited to hear what she has to say. She's probably happy though, because she gets to go to Cancun while we're here. So
man.
I know, right?
I'm ready to go to Cancun. I am ready to turn in the job and go to Cancun. Oh my God.
Let's just jump in her suitcase.
Let's go. I'm ready.
Because man, but you know what? I'm not even gonna sit up here and complain, because we're both of us are going on vacation at the end of the month, so I'm just gonna chill out.
I actually have 6 work days left before I go on vacation for a week and a half.
That's way less than mine. I have like all next week I have to work, and then the week after that I work. But how many days do we work that week? I don't know.
We're off Thursday and Friday. I checked.
So we're off Thursday and Friday?
Yes. If you were.
So I can catch whatever flight I want to catch.
Mm-hmm. Thursday and Friday.
Cool.
Yep. I work Monday, Tuesday. I work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. And then I have 2 days to do whatever I want to do before we leave on Saturday to head to St. Louis. And then I'm up there all week.
Man, I can't wait to hit the DR. I've already booked one excursion, and like we're looking at other excursions. The other couple, like my best friend, shout out to Shamika, she wants to go do a monkey safari.
Oh no.
Dude, I don't want to touch no monkeys.
Throw their stuff. No.
I don't want no monkeys.
I'm not into monkeys.
But she wants to do the monkeys. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that.
Let her go do the monkeys.
But we definitely want to do horseback riding. We want to do Sauna Island. So, Sauna Island. So yeah, we're looking at some other stuff. So, but I'm going to really relax and rest, because I need this vacation. I've worked very hard.
Yeah, I need to go back, because the last time I was there was a lot of work. We did a lot of work.
We did a lot of work.
So I didn't really get to really enjoy the resort. My feet hurt so bad. The only thing I really did get to enjoy the bathtub though.
Oh yeah,
best bathtub in our rooms. Oh
yeah, that was life. That whirlpool was life, man. That was awesome.
Was.
Like, it made you float on top of the water. The jets were so strong. Oh man. Yeah.
I'm ready
if
to go back.
If the food was better, we would go back to TRS. I promise.
The food wasn't. Yeah. No.
Yeah. So anyways, we are going to take a really quick commercial break, and we will come back with our special guest, Kelsey Davis. And we are back with our special guest, Kelsey Davis. Welcome to Travel Talk Tuesday.
Oh yeah, I'm the first guest.
Yeah, you are the first client that we've ever had on the show. We've had suppliers, we've had other agents, we've had owners, or we've had big wigs in the companies, but we haven't had a client yet. You're the first.
Yeah, never had a client.
What an
Oh,
honor. Thank
I'm
you.
Yes,
excited to hear your perspective.
me too.
I think
Because we always, I mean,
I feel like my perspective is really like it's short and sweet. I really let her handle. I was like, look, I need A, B, C, and D. She was like, okay, I need this from you, this from you, this from you. Send it to me. And then it was done. But I called back, everything was done. But it was just cheaper. It was cheaper than the other two that I had tried. And what was crazy is I booked like it was cheaper, but closer to my trip versus when I first planned the trip. Like when I first got like my first two quotes were more expensive by like $400 or $500. So
That's a lot.
I really did say like it was really good.
it definitely was because I remember quoting it before because I booked your mom's trip, and when I quoted her trip the first time, it was more than
Mhm.
what she paid. And then when I quoted yours, it was still less than what she paid because there was a promo that was stuck to it, and we didn't even know it
Mhm.
automatically attached itself. So I was like, okay. I was looking again. I was like, I don't want to tell her this, and this isn't right. But it was, I mean, it was a really good deal. So I was super excited to send it over. And I actually had some help because I was working my butt off. And so shout out to Natalie, and she booked it.
Oh yes, thank you,
And
Nats.
I just, continued to communicate because I was like, look, I'm working. Can you? And she did it. So she is truly the boss lady junior. She hooked it up.
No, yeah, she did a really good job. I'm like you. I kept reading it. I was like, okay,
Where,
is this
where's the
the
catch?
right thing? Like, let me see. Let me make sure there's no hidden fees. Let me see. But yeah, no, it was really good. I like that. It was short and sweet. I like all the extra you get, like when you plan through an agent. I don't know. Am I talking too much?
Nope.
No,
You didn't ask the question. Oh,
no.
okay. So, I like the fact like going through an agent. I would have had to find my own driver from the hotel, like my own transportation. Let me just say my own transportation to and from the hotel, like upon arrival and we leave, stuff like that, like little stuff you don't think about, like just things in there like the insurance and things like that. I personally, when I'm planning it, of course, I'm looking for the cheapest things, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm just getting my flight and then this, and then I'm not really thinking about the other things. So it's just like having an agent is like, I'm planning ahead for you because you're gonna have to Uber when you get out there anyways. Do they have Uber in Mexico? How do you Uber in Mexico? Like I started to think about that after I looked at that, like, oh, we have a ride, we don't even have to worry about that. How would I have gotten that right? But that's something that I'm not thinking about. So I would have never made that investment. So it's just nice, like to have someone like that's experienced, like you take trips, you I mean, you do this, like, you plan other people's trips and things like that. So you're thinking about, you're more cautious about thinking about the things that I'm not thinking about. So I really like that. And then it was fast. Like I probably would have took like a week because me, I'm gonna look at the flights. Okay, let me see. It might be cheaper Friday. Let me check. Boom, boom, boom. Like I'm doing this, and then I'm looking for a hotel. And this, rather than this is what I want, A, B, C, D, and then here you go. A couple hours later, it was in my email, checked, and then it was like a great price. So I really like that.
I'm really glad that you're satisfied with the experience. A lot of people are not as appreciative of the things that I add because I automatically, you're going to get travel protection. And a lot of people don't think to add that because they don't think it's important. But I'm here to tell you, I got stuck in Mexico for 2 days. So you want travel protection. And I
Mm-hmm.
just got paid back. I just got paid back the money that I paid I had to pay out of pocket because Spirit canceled my flights. So I had to pay for 2 additional days at the resort out of my pocket right then and there. And so I filed a claim on my travel protection. And it's the same one you have. the exact same travel protection you have. So if something like that was to happen, then all you have to do is file a claim. And it's going to take them a little while because they're backlogged because there was a
Right.
lot of airline cancellations.
Mhm.
But they paid me back.
Your
They
money
paid me
back.
back.
That's why we have travel protection, and we don't go nowhere without it. I don't care where it
Yes,
is.
yeah.
I have
That's
travel protection.
incredible. And I hear it
Not
all the
taking.
time. I have friends who get stuck somewhere all the time. So I didn't even know that was a thing, honestly. Like if I'm being honest, I didn't know there was a such thing as travel protection. When I plan my trips, I'm literally flight, hotel, Uber, how am I get there? That's it.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not thinking about those other things. So when I looked at it, it made me like think and kind of question, like, oh, that was smart because if this happened, then, boom, boom, boom. This just happened to so and so like 2 weeks ago when they went over here, little stuff like that. So it was just good to be able to, not have to go in there and research all that. I could just ask, hey, why did you put that on there? Oh, in case this happened, blah, blah, blah. This happened to me, for example, boom, boom, boom. That's why I put that on there. Oh, yeah, keep that on there. Like, little stuff like that.
Right.
And then I like the patience. Like, you know, we don't know everything. Like, I don't do this, so it's like, I like the patience. Like when I ask a question, like the patience that she was with answering my questions and stuff like that. Like I really like that. I'm really big on customer service. Like if there's not if I ask a question, I really want to know. So, I really like when people take time to explain. Like even after the job was done, like I had to text her about something else regarding my trip. And she was really like patient with me. I didn't feel like, oh, she had an attitude or thought I was about to cancel or, stuff like that. That really go a long way because the next time somebody, thinking about here, oh, look, she did this for me, boom, boom, boom. She gonna answer all your questions, like, boom, boom, because I have a lot of people who ask a lot of questions. It's like they'll pay for it, but they still ask you, 100 questions. Like, you already paid for it. Why you asking me so many questions? But, people want to know stuff, and it's
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
she was really, really, really patient. So I trust me, I appreciate it
I'm so glad.
because
I'm so glad that you were able to, get from point A to point B, get everything that you done. And you did have a scare. I just remembered that. You did have like a huge scare. And the first thing I thought was, oh, she does not want to cancel this because it's going to take a process and she's going to have to, and so I was like, what else can we do for her not to have to go through this? And, but I immediately thought, because I had the same issue. So I immediately was like, hey, call your congressman to see. But it's my understanding that the passport issue that I was afraid of is being cleared up. So the fact that your friend was able to get that in-person appointment, when I went through it, I was not able to get that.
oh wow.
So I think that they have cleared it up because I did look at the travel advisories, and the passport processing time has decreased. It was 18 to 20 weeks, and now it is 11 to 9 to 11
Yeah,
weeks.
they're coming pretty fast. I know mine came back fast and my birth certificate came back fast. And like I had a couple of friends who got theirs after me and theirs came back really fast. Hers was the only one that did that. And it was really weird that that happened. To inform you on what happened, my friend, we booked the trip together and her passport hadn't gotten here yet. Like it was here, but then she had to send it back because like the signature didn't match or something like that. So they said they sent it back, but it got lost in like the tracking.
Oh
So
no.
technically, it's their fault that it got lost, right? So she had been calling weeks, weeks, weeks. So different operators are telling her different things. Again, everyone's at home, so different people tell you different things. So finally, we ended up calling Lizzie Fletcher, and the same day they got her appointment in there, and then she has her appointment and she's going to get her passport when she goes there. And they still have the birth certificate, so there was no way, like they were trying to make her like order a new one, but it was like y'all don't, y'all lost it, like so it was like a whole weird situation. And then the thing was, I had just booked the trip because they asked for a confirmation number for the flight, so I booked the trip. So when I told her about it the next day, I was really like, just that's why I keep saying I was really happy that she was understanding, because I was like, what do I do if I need to cancel this second one, And it wasn't like I didn't get that, oh, like, oh, she just booked for me. And, now, like, people do that. Like, you feel that energy. You know what I mean? Like, people automatically assume, like, oh, she's, what I'm saying? But it was just like, I really wanted to know. I was asking questions, like, because I didn't know, but she provided that information. Look, I went through this, called this person, and then I couldn't, we weren't in the district for the other lady. So we ended up going
Mhm.
to Lizzie, but it all worked out. And like I said, it was really good because she made me feel comfortable. So definitely any other trip I have, I'm definitely going through her.
Awesome. I'm so glad.
There
I'm
you
so
go.
glad. And you guys, a lot of people do have a lot of questions. Like I had one client and he was like, "You're just making it's easy. It can't be this easy. There's no way it's this easy."
I remember that client. I remember that one.
And then when he got there,
It can't be easy.
he got there and he was like, "Okay, it was this easy. I'm on the bus. I'm going to the resort right now." I'm just happy that, that it is, that easy, that you guys are satisfied, that you guys got what you want, that you're going to go have a great time. When I looked at that trip, I was like, man, I was going to post it because that was like a really good pricing.
Mhm.
And usually when you wait until like right before you go, the pricing goes up. And
Right, I
so
knew it. I knew it. So for it to be even lower than my first quote from like 3-4 months ago, I was like, oh,
it's Black Friday. It's Black Friday.
It
So
had to be a special because
yeah.
usually, because I tell all my clients that the closer you get, the higher it's going to be.
Mhm.
Because that's just the way they do it. And
Right.
time.
Absolutely. So it was a Black Friday promo and it's still going on. They're calling it Black Friday.
Oh.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, and I'm trying to tell everybody about it so that everybody can get in on those rates because
Mhm.
you don't have to be traveling right now to get that
Right.
rate. Just book it right now.
No, yeah. No, yeah.
So you've used travel agents before?
Okay. I was in the process, got the quote, all that just didn't happen. Like I just ended up not going through. But they didn't talk, like communicate with me. And that's one thing I'm gonna say you do. Did you get this? Hey, I sent over this. It was like, oh, let me check. But I don't really check my emails like that. Like I really don't. So when you was like texting me and you would call me, I was like, oh, okay, let me go in there. Okay, boom, boom, boom. But they didn't follow through. So that's another thing I was gonna say. Like you
That's a
do
big
follow
thing.
through a
Follow
lot.
through.
Because
Definitely.
it's not necessarily that like you don't want to spend money or something. Sometimes you just forget. It's not that I don't need it like right then and there. So it's like I'm not really worried about it. That's why it happened so late. So it was just like, okay, she went in, she did it. Then I called and then she was like, oh, it's already done. I just did it. Oh, did you get it? Like everything's fine. Okay, it was like it was constant communication. So that's what I really like about it.
I'm so happy and I'm excited for you to go because I want to see I haven't been to this resort, so I want to see. She's going to Sandos. So
Oh, okay.
I want to see what Sandos
It's my first time in
Sandos
Mexico.
Fenestra or something. I want to see what they have to offer. I'm excited. I did look at the pictures though. It's really pretty. So I'm excited. And I did notice that that you guys used another travel agent before me because when your mom reached out to me, she sent to me what the other travel agent sent to her. And, and when I saw it, I was like, oh. So I understood, but it was like I just think that it's important to let people know that they're people. You don't want to treat somebody like they're a number. You don't want to treat somebody like they're annoying you, like they're getting on your nerves. I love this. I do this all the time. I do this when I wake up. I do this when I go to bed. If I have my phone in my hand, I'm likely booking a trip for somebody or looking a trip for somebody or, anything. But I have to say, you are an awesome client because when I put the travel protection on people, they're like, take that off. What's that for? I don't want to pay that. And I'm like, yes, you do.
I mean,
We're just looking out for you. We don't get anything off of that. We're just
spend
looking
it
out for y'all.
regardless. On a trip, you're gonna spend that same $50 you paid for the trip, $50 to $100. You're gonna spend that on something miscellaneous, anyways, that you can't remember what you spent that $50 to $100 for. It might as well be for if you get stuck out there, you can get paid $200 versus paying $50 to $100, like three. You know what I mean? Like when you start to think about it, it's like God forbid if something happened, we have that, so I don't have to worry about that. Like if I do have to pay for it out of my pocket, I know I'm going to get it back. That's a
Right.
nice feeling knowing that something like a flight or a hotel. It's a nice feeling knowing that I'm gonna get that back.
Absolutely.
And even if it doesn't, it's still a nice feeling knowing that if it does, I'm okay.
Right. And then like the $50, that's like your plane ticket costs more than that. And the way that these airlines are canceling flights,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's you have to have coverage.
Hmm. That's true.
Definitely don't
It's
want to take chances these days because, things change all the time. That's one thing we tell our clients is, when we tell you what the different countries what their policies are right now, that's their policy right now.
right.
We don't know that in another couple of weeks it might change.
Right.
So you have to
They
keep
love that word,
right
fluid.
now. Yes, we've learned the fluid word. Use that for everything because everything is fluid these days.
Everything.
Hmm.
It's a fluid situation. We don't know what's going to happen. Like
Nope.
I have some clients that just got on the Royal Caribbean Adventure of the Sea yesterday, and when I booked the cruise for them, they didn't have to have a COVID test in addition to being vaccinated. Now they do. So like I spent my Sunday making last minute appointments for clients to go get a COVID test, like literally at the last minute, and I literally booked their appointment. What's your birthday? What's literally booked their appointments because I wanted to make sure that they went.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
it was
wow.
crazy. But they got it the same day too. And the place that I chose, it said COVID-19 travel clearance. So I was like, yeah, we will make an appointment for this one. And they're on the ship now. They just sent me a picture.
Oh,
And then
good.
they got there and got their room upgraded to a balcony.
Mhm.
No, I didn't do that. I don't know what happened. I just know they got there and that's what happened.
Oh, that's nice. See, good things that happen.
That's
I got my
awesome.
discount. They got on there and got the balcony. Don't know how it just happened. It
Did
just
the both
Yeah.
did the both of them get balconies or just one?
Just one, just one. I
Okay.
have two different rooms that I booked on the adventure, and one room got the balcony. The ones that I had to make the COVID test appointment. So I guess they feel okay about that because I rushed them and pushed them. So I guess they're okay with it. And their room is very nice. Like he went live and everything. It was really nice.
Oh, I want to
So
see
I'm
that
like, I'm
video. I mean,
excited.
I've seen their cabins, but I haven't actually sailed Royal Caribbean. I've been on their ships. I just haven't actually went out to sea. I've been in the sea, but not out to sea.
I haven't been on a balcony on Royal Caribbean. I've been in an ocean view and it was pretty big. So I could just imagine what the balcony is.
I
It's
love me a
it's
balcony cabin. That is the best.
yeah, it was the best. Like when we had the balcony, Melissa and I went on a cruise in 2019 when I turned 40. We went on the Norwegian Epic and we had a balcony. It
Yeah.
was awesome. Like watching the sun come up over the water. It was
Oh my
so
gosh. I love the
Yes, I still
sunrises and
have
the
a
sunsets on a
screensaver.
balcony. It was
Hmm.
so beautiful.
have
I
you
would
you've
go
been on a
live or
cruise?
make a video
Yeah,
every
I've
time.
been on a cruise. We 2019 November, right before COVID, actually like a couple months, we went to the Bahamas. And it's funny that you said the sunset because I was on the balcony, like, not from the room, but I was on a little balcony or the whatever you call it, the deck. And I got to take a picture. It's my screensaver. And everyone always asks, they're like, I tell them I took this picture. They're like, really? Like, that's not the iPhone screensaver.
No,
Not,
that's an actual
not.
in-person picture that I took.
It like it's nothing like seeing that sunset on the boat, like while you in the water, like not on land, but you're in the water and you looking at it. It's nice. It's really
And the
nice.
Beautiful.
sunrise too. Sunrise is so calm, like
We can wake
soothing.
up.
Oh, I was up at like 2 in the morning sometimes. Sometimes it was awesome. The last cruise that I took was in November of 2019. We went to the Bahamas. We were on the Carnival Sunrise. It was
Oh wow!
man, it was
Where did
crazy.
you leave out of?
Port Canaveral.
We left out of Miami.
The last cruise I went on was in November. That was Veterans Day of 2020. Was my
Oh
birthday.
wow!
I know. We're ready to get on a
I
ship
went to
again, like
Jamaica.
now.
I know.
It's time to be cruising again. It's November. It's that month.
Like
I'm
literally
excited
got
for
vaccinated
Mexico.
just to go cruise.
No, I know somebody who did too. I know somebody who was like, no, but then it was like they had to get vaccinated to go to cruise. They were like, oh, okay, I'm getting it. I
Yeah,
got
it's amazing how it's
Go ahead.
okay in order
twice a
to have
year.
to cruise.
No, they do. I'm excited for the Mexico trip because like the Bahamas was my first time being out of like the country, but I was on a cruise, of course. But with Mexico, like we're flying, so that's gonna be nice. It'll be my first time like actually getting the experience, like getting on a plane and just
And you
actually
get to
being
get
out
your
there.
stamp and your passport.
Yes, this is my
This
first
girl.
time.
Girl, she talks about my story on my first stamp and my passport. The guy at the booth thought I was crazy because I had to
What
hug him.
happened?
I had to hug him. It was my first stamp and my passport. I was
You
so
hugged him?
excited. He's like, "Girl, just keep on moving." I'm like, "No, no."
You're lucky it wasn't COVID. He wouldn't have hugged you.
He wouldn't have hugged me then, but he did.
That's funny.
That's funny. No,
But
yes.
Mexico's going to be great. I will tell you this though, they are going to try to sell you stuff
All the
like
time.
aggressively. Like it's worse than Vegas. And when
Even in the
it'll be
airport,
kids too.
they'll try to want to help you carry your bags. Of course, there's a fee attached, so you just keep on walking.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just telling
Keep on
you, just
walking.
keep walking regardless because they're
I'll find
going to.
somebody else. Just keep
Really?
walking. They'll leave
And
you
then when
alone.
you get off the plane and you go out the exit, there's going to be like a atrium type thing, and there's going to be a desk, like kind of like a rental car place, and there's going to be different agents around the desks, and there's going to be people on the floor, and they're all going to try to sell you a timeshare. So I'm just telling you, your representative is Amstar, and they have blue shirts with the Hawaiian type blue shirts and khaki pants, and that's how you know that's your rep. But if you look on your itinerary, it tells you exactly where to stand. Usually it's like area such and such. It tells you on there exactly where to stand, where they're going to pick you up from, and you just walk straight past all those timeshare people. And it says on your itinerary, it says no need to talk to the timeshare people.
Because I am that person. Like, I'm gullible. Hey, everybody. Hey, how you doing? You want to hold it? Thank you so much. $20. What? That's how they got me in Vegas. The lady was like, you want to take a picture? Let me take a picture with you. I thought you was trying to take a picture with me. And then they said $20. And I was like, wait, what? Then at the end, it was like $20 a piece. I said, hold on. They started talking fast.
Yeah. Yes. That's how they didn't get me because I was like, how much? I want to take a picture with Bumblebee with my phone. And they were like $10. Forget about it. I'm not paying you to take a picture with my phone. I'm not doing that. But they will do it. And then when you go to the resort and you go down to the beach, it's gonna be a line. It's like the end zone.
Really?
They're gonna be lined up at the beach. They're gonna be, but I'm gonna tell you, they have some really cute stuff. They have cute hats, they have bags, they have like really, really cute stuff. And shopping in Mexico is amazing because it's really cheap.
Oh yeah, I got all my souvenirs. I think when I went, I got everything for my entire family, and I think I paid $100 for everything, and that was all my souvenirs for everybody.
Oh
yeah,
wow.
I paid $40. I bought all my kids bags, and I got t-shirts and hats for the guys, and shot glasses for my mom. And my mom don't even drink. I don't know why she collects shot glasses.
I do the same thing. I get it from my
ever
mom.
drink.
See, I do magnets. I get magnets from every place I go because they're on the front of my desk. All over the front of my desk is all covered in magnets of all the places that I've been.
Yes.
That's a good idea for my fridge. I might have to steal that.
Right. And then
people will look and they're like, yeah, I've been to all these places. This is everywhere I've been. I had to have magnets.
She used to have a map with push pins. Mm-hmm. And she would put a pin on everywhere she went. That's it. That would get like, it would get ridiculous. We wouldn't be able to do that because.
Well, I have a new one. You haven't seen my new one yet. I haven't put it up yet. I'm waiting to move my washing machine and then I'll put it up. But I have a map, and you take a picture you actually take one of your pictures that you take, and they have it cuts out to the shape of the state or wherever you've been, and so your picture until you fill up your map.
Oh, that's
So cool when
nice.
it's done. I probably got about 15 of them now, but yeah, I
Yeah,
can't
that's
wait
gonna
to do it
get
all
filled up.
again.
Well, nah, unless it's a map of the world, because I'm not really big on United States travel.
Yeah, but I'm starting there,
Same.
and then I mean, and I have to. I still haven't done Hawaii yet, so I got to get that one.
Bro, we have to save for that.
Yeah,
Can
man,
can
Hawaii is
we go to
expensive.
Jamaica right now? Are we allowed to travel to Jamaica?
You are
Yes,
allowed to travel to Jamaica. They do have no move days. And you do have to, like, they have like in Punta Cana, they have random COVID tests in the airport. Like, you don't have to have a COVID test. Well, to Jamaica you do have to have a COVID test, but to go to Punta Cana and Mexico, you don't have to be vaccinated and you don't have to have a COVID test to go. You have to come back with a
you have
COVID
to have
test.
one. Hmm.
Okay.
Now,
I'm
your
just thinking
resort
tourism.
does
I'm
COVID
thinking about
testing on
Jamaica.
site and it is complimentary, it's included. And that's another thing that I look for when I'm sending people out of the country. I look for a resort that has the complimentary COVID testing on site. And usually, what they do is they will you'll do your COVID test the day prior, and that night you'll get your results.
Okay.
I was scared. I was like, "Y'all sure it's gonna be in time for me to catch my flight?"
Ooh.
And then to find out Spirit canceled our flight at like midnight. We were supposed to leave at like 7. They canceled it at like midnight. And so I was mad because I thought we were going to take another COVID test, but we didn't because we barely made it. The skin of our
Right.
teeth.
Oh my goodness. I mean, we're getting one just in case on Friday. Like I'm getting one Friday. I usually go to this place that closes at 12 a.m. So
Now,
they
you
give
don't
me
have to have it from Mexico. Mexico has the most lax travel
Of all the places,
requirements of
really
any.
yes.
You don't even have to have your passport. They will let you in. Now, we're not going to let you back in.
right, right.
You
But
be staying
you
in
can go to
Mexico
Mexico,
because you know
just can't
can't
go
pay
back.
for it.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
wow.
yeah, they'll let you in. They don't care. They really don't. We
They just
care.
want to keep you.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's it's they really just very, very, relaxed, and surprisingly, they're not really like that bad of a hotspot. They were for a little bit, but
Mhm.
they're not that bad of a hotspot, probably because of all the testing that they do now. They do testing while you're there, but to go there, you don't have to
Right.
have all this extra stuff.
Okay. That's good to
It's
know.
it's really cool. Like, I love sending people to Mexico because it's inexpensive, it's all
Mhm.
inclusive, it's beautiful, the food is great, and there's no restrictions. Like, a lot of people think you have to be vaccinated to go anywhere, and you don't. You just have to be
No,
vaccinated to cruise. Now, some places are requiring it. Some, like New Orleans. New Orleans is like, if you want to go to New Orleans and you want to go to a restaurant, you have to be vaccinated and show your card to eat.
show your
They
card.
started
Yeah,
that?
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
We did. I just went out there like 2 months ago, like 3 months ago. I went for a concert, but they are very serious about their mask out there. Like they are serious. I mean, on the street, walking on the street, away from it, which I mean, it's good, but they are very serious out there. I was
Well,
like,
they were really bad.
I
They
would have
were a
never
really bad
expected.
hotspot.
I didn't expect it to be New Orleans though. Like
They were really bad. It was really bad.
yeah.
They had like the most cases from everybody.
I
So,
heard they did.
There's a couple of places that are like that though now that you have to. I think there's some places in New York and stuff too that
New
you
York,
have to
New York,
you have
Puerto
to show your
Rico.
cards to go to
Yep.
restaurants.
Puerto Rico and New
Yeah.
York. You have to be vaccinated for Puerto Rico, New York, New Orleans. I think Hawaii.
Yeah, well, I don't, Hawaii was for a while definitely, but are
Yeah.
they still?
I think they started again. I'm not sure. Hawaii's pretty strict.
Yeah, I think they stopped for a while and then they started again. Hawaii, because Hawaii's been very, very. They've been like that from the beginning. They've been because a lot of the airlines you couldn't do. Yeah, they had issues in the very beginning there compared to other places. Yeah, I'm just looking
So
forward to it to be a little starting to lax up a little bit, hopefully
Yeah,
soon.
just a little bit, just a little bit.
A little bit. I mean,
Goodness.
I've got all these trips I want to go on, and I need to. I
I
need to.
know. That's how it
I
was
need
about
to.
Jamaica. They said we couldn't go, and then they said we could. So I was like,
you could always go. It's just that a lot of people didn't want to because of the no move days. People are not fond of those no move days. And it basically means that if you're on a resort, you have to stay there, like on certain days. And there's no move times too, like from
Right.
8 at night to like 5 in the morning on some days. Like you can't leave your resort, you can't go anywhere. And like even if you're not on a resort, you can't like go places in public unless you know somebody like Duca Brown, because
Yes,
he
we
said he
talked
can
to
get around it.
Duca knows what to do. He's our man.
But it's
He can get all the information.
I don't think it's that major to me. I would still go to Jamaica because I'm not leaving the resort anyway. So
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
need to.
I don't know. I might this time because if Duke is going to take me someplace, I trust him more than I would on my own.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
I probably will go somewhere. But you know, Kelly flew down there this week. She's in Jamaica right now, and she showed her pictures, and she said that the flight was practically empty.
Yeah.
There weren't
Well,
that many
a lot of people.
there weren't that many people on the plane she was on.
A lot of people are saying, "Oh, I don't want to go to Jamaica. It's a level 4 travel advisory." So are we.
I might need to get on that. Might need you to get on those quotes for Jamaica.
Jamaica is a little pricey.
Might need to take advantage.
Now she's ready to go to Jamaica.
Yeah, absolutely. That's my last people. The guy who said it can't be that easy, he said his next destination is Jamaica. Jamaica's a little pricey right now. Well, maybe they're not right now, but when I was looking like a couple months ago, they were a little pricey. But I think it's because, you know, it's not Mexico. You know, it's a little more of a.
If flights are empty, they might not be as pricey. We'll have to look that up.
Yeah, we're gonna take a look at it. I heard there was a landslide out there.
What?
Yeah, and so there was people that were stuck in traffic and they missed their flights. So some vouchers had to be given because I mean it's not their fault they missed their flight. They were stuck in traffic because there was a landslide. So yeah, I was I'm in travel agent groups for all the different suppliers. Apple Leisure Group, Vacation Express, CLIA, Royal Caribbean. I'm in all those groups. So when something has happened, I see it because I'm nosy and I'm looking.
Right.
So I saw that happen. Even though I don't have anybody in Jamaica. Jamaica is like it's like a little PTSD for me. We were supposed to be in Jamaica in July, but we were supposed to go to the Rio Ocho Rios. Well, one of the people in our group went on YouTube and saw that somebody got robbed at the Rio Ocho Rios. So they didn't want to go there anymore. They didn't feel safe. So then we chose the Grand Palladium. And then somebody in our group went and said, oh, it's a level 4 and you have to have a COVID test before you go. And I don't want to pay for another COVID test. So I don't want to go. And then one by one, people were agreeing. So we ended up canceling the entire group just to make sure everybody got their money back. And it just gave me a little bit of PTSD. So I haven't really like tried to go back to Jamaica, but I was really like, man, I had just paid $1,500 for flight tickets. I was ready to go. Wow. Luckily, she decided to alarm everybody within my 24 hours. So I got my $1,500 back. But
I travel with the same 2-3 people. I have my travel group.
Yeah.
When people are like, oh, I want to come with y'all. We might have to stay in Texas first, and then I'll see how that goes.
Yeah, you learn about people when you travel with them.
Yes, you learn a lot about people when you travel with them.
Yeah,
I think you learn the most about someone when you travel with them.
Yeah. So I'm not for traveling with everybody.
I see your face when I said it. You was like,
learn. If you see us traveling, it's usually when we travel, and it's usually the same of us are going to the same.
Yeah. It's usually me and her, or me and my husband. Yeah. Well, it's always me and my husband. My husband we're always, I went to Atlanta, almost died by myself.
Did not.
Yes, I did. I was crying.
She's not used to going anywhere by herself. She's spoiled. That's what it is.
I went to Atlanta to train some travel agents, and my husband wasn't able to go, so I was in agony the entire weekend. I did
Trying to
have a
get
good
me to go,
time.
trying to get me to cancel my plans so she didn't have to go by herself. Ever. I'm like, I have plans, so I'm not going to Atlanta. No, you can handle it.
It was a good time. It was a good time. And, I was able to help a lot of people. And so that, that made me feel good. But I definitely was in tears trying to come home. I caught a standby flight.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you were
I
ready.
just wanted to come home. I was not just, 2 years of traveling with my husband, traveling by myself was just not my thing. And I was always so scared. I was like, I don't want to sit next to a guy. Where's a lady?
Oh my gosh, you're insane. Yeah, I'm at the opposite of that now. I'm ready to go someplace by myself.
I don't want to go anywhere by myself, but yeah, it was an experience. But I was happy that I was able to help those people. We trained 300 people that day.
Oh my goodness, that's
300, yeah, 300 people became dream makers that day. I was super excited, like over the moon with it. But yeah, I usually, if I'm going somewhere, I'm going, with somebody. I very rarely will travel by myself, but definitely not now. That's not my thing. So
Okay, I don't like traveling by myself, but I like once we get out there, I like to go and venture by myself, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I like
that's
to know
different.
that I have someone with me when we go out there, but I might want to go have breakfast by myself. Like I might want to do something different. Like I'm that person because I wake up early. Like if I'm out of town, I'm still gonna wake up like I'm going to work. Like I'm waking up early. What's going on? Where we going? Where we going? I need to get started. I need to venture out, see what everything's about.
Yeah, my body wakes up at 4 in the morning regardless.
Oh,
Like
wow.
I've
So
noticed.
does mine. I'll wake up, but I sure go back to sleep.
Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't.
I'm 9.
Lately,
on vacation is 9.
Lately, I've been waking up at 6, and that means it's really 7. So I'm like, really like, oh, I'm sleeping in. I feel like, oh, I'm sleeping in. but I'll usually just like, if I'm somewhere, I'm a tropical person. So if I'm somewhere, then it's usually like somewhere pretty. So if I wake up, I'll go sit outside and look, and not do anything until, my husband wakes up. And he is not a morning person at all. Really? But resorts have really good breakfasts, really good buffets and stuff. So he's always a fan of that.
That's good. I'm like, I'm a tropical person. I don't really want to go anywhere cold. My birthday is in December, so every year my friends are like, let's go to Denver. Let's go here. I'm like, no, let's go somewhere where it's sunny. It's cold out here right now. Let's go somewhere where it's sunny.
Right. That's why, like, we're going to Punta Cana at the end of the month. When we cruised to the Bahamas, we cruised on the sunrise the last days of November, and like we came back on like December the 3rd. Because and the Bahamas was amazing. I loved it. It was still hot. We still swam. We still went to the beach. So it's gonna always be that.
Like it was hot.
Yeah.
Do you notice they really don't have a lot of sand area? That's the biggest thing for me.
In the Bahamas?
Mm-hmm. What area did you go to?
We went to all 3. Well, we went to Nassau. We went to
Nassau. We went there.
It's another one.
It's like 2 of them. It's the tourist island where it's nothing but like the cruisers. And then after that, we went to actual Bahamas where you go to like, well, I say actual Bahamas. It is the Bahamas, but
I can't remember the other port that we did.
Where the locals were.
Like yeah, we went to one where the locals were. That's where I went and got some food. But there was no beach there.
Or whatever she calls it.
Yeah, I had the conch. But there was no beach there. When we went to Nassau, we went to Balmoral Beach, and it was really nice.
See, there it's like literally like there's no sand. Even when you go to Galveston, you know how everyone like chills on the sand because no one really gets in the water.
Freeport. There's
Freeport.
Freeport.
I think that's
it.
Yeah, I think that might be it.
Oh, guys, we have to take a really, really, really quick commercial break, and then we got to come back. And it's been 45
I know we've
minutes.
been talking this whole
Oh my goodness.
I can't believe that. So we're going to take a really quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Okay.
This show is sponsored in part by Flat Fee Tax Prep and Services, offering quality tax preparation, serving clients nationwide. For more information, visit www.flatfeecreditandtax.com. And don't forget to mention Stunner Radio sent you.
That was fast.
We are back. I know. So Wanda Thornton says maybe it was Freeport. I think it
I
was
said Freeport.
I think
Yep.
it was. Guys, I can't believe it's been this long already. Like, it's always like when we're on a show, we always like we end up talking so much and we realize like the whole show just got away from us.
And it's already gone, and we missed the whole show.
I know, it's
Talking
crazy,
the whole time.
but I love it. I love it. Guys, I love this.
Okay, so we need to say one more thing before we get off. So the other travel professional that you had, where'd you find him at?
Recommendation, pretty much same recommendation. I don't usually search for an agent. It's usually like, hey, I want to go on this trip. Like, hey, come on this trip with me. This the girl that I used, or this the lady that I used. That's usually how I find like my person. But like I said, like the last people that I used, they really didn't like. They weren't really consistent with checking them. Not that it's really their job, because it's kind of like, but it's just like that motivated me to be like, okay, boom, 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 boom. Oh, okay, it's done. That's it. Okay, cool. Like, so that's what I like. I'm a procrastinator, so of course that's why I got a travel agent. Like, for her to continue to remind me, like, look, did you get this? I sent it to you. You called me and checked. It's ready. Did you check it? Did you see? Okay, all right.
There's a way to do that too. There's a way to do those things without being pushy. I mean,
it is. No, it really is.
You just have to know how to talk to people.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to do your due diligence, when you're getting a travel agent. I honestly couldn't tell you who referred your mom to me. I don't know, because the travel agent before her, I'm familiar with her travel agency, and it's just a different training, if that makes sense. Right. It's a different training, and so I don't hold it against the agents because they don't know. It's a different training, but you have to. They have to be, accountable for that. Like you were saying, oh, it's not their job. It absolutely is. It absolutely is. Me following up with you, me making sure, hey, did you get this? Absolutely is our job. But like I said, it's a training thing. They probably don't know that. But just in case anybody, it's with any other agency than ours, because if you were with ours, do follow up. There's power in the follow-up. Let people know that you are interested in helping them. And it's not about making a sale. It's not about selling something. It is about helping other people. And if you are helping someone else, you don't have to count your money. It's gonna come.
No,
just help.
Just
by that, I'm like, what do I want to do for my birthday? Do I want to go somewhere? Because I know she's gonna look it up for me. Boom, boom, boom. Like, by that, I know I can ask you questions. I know I can shoot you a text. You know what I mean? So everything's genuine. So like, even me, I'm like, do I want to go on a group trip? Look, I got somebody. She can, you know what I'm saying? Just different stuff like that. But I wouldn't have thought of that if you wouldn't have communicated with me like you did. You know what I mean?
Let me tell you, the groups are awesome. It's fun to go on groups, but of course you have, time where there's group stuff and then there's by yourself stuff. I give really good presents to my group.
Her and her presents.
I do. I am notorious. I love giving presents. So Melissa's like her and her presents. Like when I make goodie bags, she's like, there you go with all that candy in that goodie bag. Like
reinforcement.
I just like to give presents.
Positive reinforcement.
Absolutely. But you know what? And it's so crazy because like now my presents are different. like when I say I give really good presents, they're different. They're on a different level because I just opened up a new level of incentive to give to people. So I'm excited about that. I did it mainly for, my other business, but I am definitely going to spread the love with my travel business.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I hear you.
I'm excited. I can't wait. I'm super excited. And you have a gift coming your way.
Oh, no.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We got to give you a gift. You're our first client to come on Travel Talk Tuesday.
That's true. Travel Talk
Y'all see the celebration?
Our first client.
Y'all see the celebration? I get the first gift. No, I'm just playing.
Well, you'll get the first upgraded gift because I just started these gifts that I have. I just got these gifts. So you get the first of these kind. Absolutely.
Yeah, see, I'm the
so
first.
I'm gonna
for a lot of stuff tonight. I like this.
I'm gonna ask you, would you rather, if you had to choose a hotel where you only had to pay taxes, right? Mm-hmm. Would you rather go to Albuquerque, Atlanta, Atlantic City, Boston, Cape Cod, Charleston, Chicago, Colorado Springs, Daytona Beach, Denver, Fort Lauderdale, Grand Canyon, Gulf Shores, Hawaii, Hot Springs, Tahoe, Vegas, Miami, Nashville, Myrtle Beach, New Orleans, New York City, Orlando, Palm Springs, San Antonio, San Diego, or Yosemite, California?
Hawaii.
I know it. I know it.
That's the most
that would be on mine. It would be Hawaii or New York or my
airport.
That's gonna be where that's gonna be the thing. It's definitely gonna be the airport. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's gonna be your thing. However, it's okay because you have a 5 days and 4 nights hotel stay. And all you have to pay is taxes, and it's coming your way.
Oh, my gosh. I need to check my phone. I don't have it. I need to check my phone. Oh, man.
Oh my goodness!
I didn't expect that one.
Oh. I know. I'm telling you, I love giving gifts, but not just gifts, surprises.
I love it. That's an early birthday present. I love that.
So yeah, it's in your email waiting for you now.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for allowing us to assist you. Wanda Thornton says, congratulations.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, now y'all want to be a guest on Travel Talk Tuesday.
now they posted.
Right. So I'm super excited. I want to say thank you to you for being our special guest. Thank you for allowing us to assist you with your vacation. Thank you to all the listeners that we have, all the international listeners to Italy, Botswana, Ghana, Philippines, Sweden, Germany. Thank you guys, all of you guys. Thank you for our local listeners. Thank you for everybody for tuning in. If you are on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. And if you hit that subscribe button to Stoner Radio on YouTube, then it will pop up on your phone every time one of our shows comes on. And so you won't ever miss our beautiful faces. You will always be able to stay plugged in. So like, share, subscribe.
Oh, yes.
So y'all, it's been a great Tuesday. It's been exciting. I got to give away a gift, so I'm happy.
I'm happy.
So definitely make
sure. Come back on after she goes on a trip.
Exactly.
All about it.
That's my next thing. Yeah. I want to see pictures. I want to see everything. Please,
yes, I'm gonna get everything for you.
Awesome. Have you done your excursions?
I have not.
There's an app for that. I'm gonna send you that too.
I need that.
I got you on that too. So I'm super excited. So I can't wait to see your trips, guys. I'm like so excited with all the guys that I have traveling this week. Like I've got my people on the adventure, and I've got you guys going to Cancun. Going to Riviera Maya. God, I'm so excited just to see everybody going, and then I'm finna go.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna be ready to go again by the time you leaving.
Right, right. I'm telling you, the best time to book your vacation is when you're coming from your other one.
That's right. That's right.
So if you guys if you don't have anything else to say, we're going to wrap up Travel Talk Tuesday. Guys, it was great. I loved it. I love the energy. So we will see you guys next Tuesday.
Next
Thank
Tuesday.
you.
Thank you
Good night,
so
everybody.
much.